All right, so today we are going to learn how I like to wash LED bustles. Usually I recommend spot cleaning because obviously the lights are not waterproof, so you want to be really careful around water and the lights. But there are certain situations, like when you take your bustles to Burning Man, where the dirt and dust and all kinds of stuff just gets all over the bustle, and so you have to actually wash the entire thing. So here's how I wash my own personal LED bustles when when they are very, very dirty, like after they come back from Burning Man. So one thing to note is that the light strings are sewn into a fabric tube. And for the most part, all bustles are gonna have 4 swags of this fabric tube. And so what I like to do is I like to attach the bustle to a skirt hanger, so I don't, because it gives you more hands to work with. And then putting the light string, gathering up those 4 swags and sort of tucking them up and almost attaching them. Like sometimes I'll even put clothespins on, or I'll just sort of wrap it around the hook of the skirt hanger just so that they're out of the way. And obviously the lights on this one are on just for the video, but so you can see that it's a light up bustle. But usually I try to do this with the lights off and the batteries removed. So just in case you do happen to splash water in the battery holder or something, you want to make sure that the batteries are not part of the equation. So I'll do like that, so you can see that the lights are all kind of tucked up. Then what I like to do is pull up the battery pocket so that basically everything involving the lights is up as high as it can go. And you can see too, there's a piece of wire that connects the battery pack pocket to the end of the bustle where the lights come out. And often this is kind of free floating usually, or it'll be attached at the outer edge of the bustle. But just try to get that as far up as you can, and so that the wire doesn't get immersed. And then I basically will take this whole operation and dip it into the cleaning solution. So I'll have like a bin or a big bucket of water, some kind of basin or something that I can wash the whole thing in, and basically get all the layers. Try to hand wash with your free hand as much as you can. Try to all that kind of stuff, and then wring it out, and try to squeeze the water out of the layers of the bustle as much as you can. And that's one way that I have washed my bustle in the past, and by actually like kind of dipping it. It's like putting it in a dye bath or something, where you're just trying to like dip it, bring it up, dip it, bring it up, that kind of thing. Another trick that I've done when it's a situation like trying to get playa dust out of your bustle layers, where if I didn't want to immerse the whole thing, if it wasn't like that bad, sometimes what I will actually do is I will, similar to the video I have on ironing a bustle, I'll do the same thing with the lights, so have them tucked up out of the way. But I'll take a cleaning solution that I like to use for Burning Man, which is basically like half water, half vinegar, and a little bit of soap. And I will actually just like spray one layer at a time, and with a towel in either hand, like wipe out the dust. So you can, that's a little more than spot cleaning, but a little less than full immersion. So that's another method that I'll use, just to try to clean the individual layers one by one. And that does a pretty good job, but it's not quite the same as immersing the whole thing in water. But again, once you do that, then you're definitely committing to ironing your bustle afterwards, because it's gonna be this drippy, sad, just limp and pathetic little mess. So if you have a bustle with really structured fabric, it's going to get really wrinkled probably after you wash it and let it drip dry. But yeah, so that is how I like to clean LED bustles when they are very, very dirty. But otherwise, if at all possible, I would spot clean it as much as you can. And the good thing about the bustles that I have found is that they tend not to get too terribly dirty because they're on the outside of your body. They're not right up next to the skin, like, you know, you're not perspiring on it. Probably you're perspiring on the skirt that you're wearing underneath the bustle, or the trousers, or the leggings, or whatever. So it's not likely to get as dirty as something that you're wearing right next to your skin. But yeah, when you take it to places like like Burning Man, or if you accidentally sit in something at Ren Fair, or, you know, there's a million different ways. Somebody spills a drink on you at your party, like, there's a lot of different ways that things can get messed up. But that is one way that you can make good and take care of your wonderful Blue Moon creations. Thank you for watching. I'm happy to share this information with you, and yeah, have a wonderful day.